Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read Grey Shark Escape Chapter 7. Down the hatch we go, Miss Frizzle shouted. She pulled some levers and drove the bus up right past the shark's huge teeth, down its throat and all the way into its stomach. That's when Phoebe spoke up. At my old school we never ate tiger shark's lunch or a dinner. Phoebe was right, we'd been on weird field trips before, but this was out of control. To pick a report topic or we would never get home. The whole class looked nervous. We were in a shark's stomach. Don't worry, kids. We can go right back out the way we came in. The tiger shark is sometimes called a trash can with fins. Mr. Hill informed us. Look around its stomach and see if you can figure out why. I didn't really care why. I just wanted to get out of there, but I needed to do a report. So I looked around anyway. I see a crab. Look over there, Keisha shouted. That's the skeleton of a bony fish. There's a turtle shell, Phoebe said. The turtle shell was cool looking, but I didn't want to think about what had happened to the rest of the turtle. Whoa, what's that thing? I pointed at a fish that was about the same size as I saw. It was shaped like an ordinary fish, but it was glowing like a little flashlight. Wow, Colossi glows with the flow. How does it do that? The fish called a flashlight fish, Mr. Hill replied. Actually, it's not the fish itself that glows. Underneath each eye, the fish has a pouch full of millions of glowing microscopic bacteria. Some fish are the bioluminescent because they use it as a device for mating. The glow helps mating fish find one another. Hey, you guys, check it out. Just Tim Cole. There's an overcoat right over there. What's that doing in here? Well, said the fridge. I'm not sure how or where this shark found that coat, but I'm not surprised that it decided to eat the coat. This tiger shark is one huge garbage disposal. All right, class, Miss Frizzle said. Fasten your seatbelt. We're going right back up the hatch. Pay special attention to the tiger. Shark teeth on your way out. Tiny sup zipped through the shark's mouth. Unfortunately, we got a close look at its teeth on the way out. They were pointy in the front. In the back, they had tiny edges like a saw. They don't look like the goblin shark teeth, I said. Those teeth were really long and pointy. Yes, and the great white shark had teeth shaped like a triangles. Very good, Arnold and Phoebe, Miss Frizzle said. Tim, why do you think different sharks have such different teeth? Maybe it's because they all eat different food, Tim replied. Excellent. That's exactly why. I thought Miss Frizzle would unshrink the ship and us as soon as we skipped the tiger shark's body. She got busy talking to Mr. Hill and didn't hit the switch that would return us to our normal size. Then I saw something scary looking swimming our way. It was flat and it had a strange shape. It almost looked as if it had wings, long, a skinny tail like a whip trailed behind it, and it was big, at least 10 or 15 times the size of a shrunken sub. What is that thing? Keisha asked. Mr. Hill looked out the window. Oh dear, he answered. That's a stingray. We must be careful not to startle it. Its tail is covered with thorns and it's also got a poison stinger. Is it going to get us? Wanda asked. I think we better move away from it, just to be safe, Mr. Hill answered. Full speed ahead, Liz, Miss Frizzle shouted. Hang on tight, class. Liz pulled the lever on the instrument panel. The tiny bus sub zoomed forward. Bad move. The sudden noise and movement seemed to upset the stingray. It zoomed after us. At lightning speed, bus sub moved fast, but the ray was faster. I just knew we were going to get stung by that tail. Then Ralph yelled. Miss Frizzle, help. Look at that. It's a shark. Miss Frizzle, it's coming right at us. Right at us, Keisha added. I looked out the window. A blue-gray shark was swimming toward us. Fast. It was going faster than any shark I had ever seen, and I had seen a lot of sharks by then. I could see that there was something really weird about this shark. It was covered with a little fish. Oh, great, another shark. That's exactly what we need. You're right, Arnold, the freeze said. That's a macro shark, and it's exactly what we need to escape the stingray. Hang on, class. Time for Operation Remora. Rewada? I had no idea what the freeze was talking about, but when the shark caught up to us, I saw Miss Frizzle didn't try to escape it. Instead, she pushed the button on the sub's instrument panel. A little suction cup shot out from the sub and latched right onto the shark. What are you doing, Miss Frizzle? We're hitching a ride out of here. Miss Frizzle answered. This macro shark will outswim that stingray. But is this safe? It's much safer than getting stung by a ray. Do you see that little fish all around us? The shark just thinks we are one of them. What are those fish? They are called remoras. They often hitch rides on sharks. Sharks rarely bother them. Look, the fins are like little suction cups holding them onto the shark's body. Wow, what's happening? Ralphie screamed. Hang on, everyone, Miss Frizzle shouted. Suddenly we felt the sub rushing upward, and then, for the first time in hours, I saw the blue sky, but only for a second. The macro shark had leaped above the surface, then it splashed back into the water with a jolt. Keisha moaned. That made my stomach feel funny, mine too. Well, look out, because here we go again, Mr. Hill warned us. Once again, the macro shark leaped above the surface of the water, made another leap, and then another and another. I looked around the sub. The other kids' faces were green. So were Mr. Hill's and Miss Frizzle's. They were all moaning and groaning. Everyone was just seasick except me. I felt just fine. In fact, I thought the leaping was cool. Riding in the magic school Remora sub was really fun. He gave me a great idea for my report. The macro jumped again while we were out of the water. I saw that we were close to shore. Awesome, we could finally go home. Hey, Miss Frizzle, I just saw the shore. I think it's time to detach the sub from the shark. She still looked green. She was holding her stomach. She seemed to be too sick to say anything. What were we going to do? At any minute, this shark might take us back out into the ocean. There was no way I was letting that happen. We had had enough close call. I wanted to get as far from the ocean as possible. I had never been in charge before, and I didn't think I would like it, but it was up to me to get us out of there. I made my way over to the sub's instrument panel. I felt nervous looking at all those buttons. What if I pressed the wrong button? Then I saw a button marked suction cup. That had to be the wrong one, right? I pressed it, and the sub detached from the shark's body. We are free. Now I had to get us to the shore. I took a deep breath and grabbed the wheel. I had never steered the bus up before, and I wasn't sure if I could do it. But I had been watching the freeze steer all day long. And of course, I had seen us steer all the magic school bus lots of times. So I aimed us up for the beach and tried my best to steer the way Miss Frizzle did. Everything went smoothly until we got close to the beach. That's when I realized, in my hurry, to get out of there, I was going way too fast. Just when I thought we had crashed into the beach, the sub turned back into a bus and rolled onto the shore. I slammed my foot on the brakes just in time to avoid a crash landing. I couldn't believe my lucky break. We were finally safe on the shore, and it was me, Arnold, who got us there. After a few minutes on land, Miss Frizzle and my classmate stopped looking so green. When everyone felt well enough, Miss Frizzle took the wheel of our normal-sized school bus, and we were on our way home. All the way there, other kids kept telling me I was a hero and talking about how brave I was. You know what? I told Miss Frizzle this turned out to be a pretty cool field trip, but I had never wanted to do it again. Good old Arnold, Miss Frizzle said. I knew we could count on you. Chapter 8. When I walked into the classroom the next day, I got a big surprise. I usually don't like surprises, but this one was awesome. The Freeze had planned the hero's welcome for me. All of the other kids had gotten to class early. When I walked in, they jumped up and yelled, "Hooray for Arnold!" Then Keisha stepped up to me. "This is for you, Arnold. We all want to thank you for saving us yesterday." She handed me handed me an enormous thank you card signed by all the kids in my class. Some of the kids had drawn pictures of sharks on the card, and Tim had drawn a picture of me steering the surf. Wow, thanks, you guys. I said, this is great. No, thank you, Arnold. We also see we might still be attached to that shark or inside his stomach. Wonder, Miss Frizzle said. I've got something for you too. Arnold, please step up to the front of the room. I walked to the front of the classroom. Miss Frizzle reached into a desk drawer, handed me a plate. It said to Arnold, a hero, across the top. And it had a picture of a first fish drawn on it. I'm presenting this to you, Arnold, to thank you for your bravery, but this plaque has a special feature I'd like everyone to see. To the closet, class. Whole class piled into the classroom closet, and Miss Frizzle turned off the light. Fish picture glowed in the dark, just like one of those flashlight fish. Arnold, this is for you, because you're the glowing example. And you know what? I was really glad I didn't stay home the day of that field trip. Sharks of the world, a lot about whale. Gray, white, goblin, blue, tiger, and mackerel shark. There are many other kinds of shark. Here are a few of them. Lemon shark, spine pygmy shark, nurse shark, spiny dogfish shark. The end.